Good morning to everyone. Happy Friday, TGIF. Um, this is Robert, and for anybody who is taking the time to watch my videos and commentary, I thank you very much. I do this as a way to express myself, but it's in my heart of hearts. It's my intention for people to anyone who takes the time to listen to anything that I share. I hope they gain something good out of it that they can use and apply to make their life better in some way. Um, I talk about a lot of stuff. A lot of it is based on the suffering that I've gone through in my life, and taking that suffering and using it to make your life better. um, because the reality of life is with emotions, any type of desires and stuff. It is suffering. Living is suffering. It's not easy to live. It's very easy to get discouraged, and it's very easy and common, which sadly that things won't go your way in your life at one point or another. You're going to lose something. Life is not easy to deal with, and that's the reality of life. But you know what, that's what makes life worthwhile. It's not easy. It's not easy to get up and go after what you want on a day-to-day basis. But if you don't have that persistence and you just give up, that's not going to make any your life better in any way. It's going to make your life worse. And that's why I have such an issue with indifference. Because if you're indifferent to making your life better and you don't care whether it gets worse or just let things pile up and things, there's enough suffering in the world, and you don't want to add to be the person that adds to your own suffering. You have to give yourself a break, and you have to love yourself first, and then let that love bring other people who love you as much as you love yourself into your life. So I talked earlier about a video about indifference and my opinion on that, and this video is going to be about the importance of knowing what you want uh, in your relationships, because I think relationships are the most important thing in life. Your relationships, you want to have relationships with people that you love and care about, that love and care about you and treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. You know, we that we feel lonely when we don't have a connection to anybody, or we're different, or people judge us. It's very easy to go into an isolated place sometimes, just because we have emotions, we get our feelings hurt, people hurt our feelings, people find us different, people judge us negatively, and that can sometimes inspire us to withdraw and not be a part of something. I know I'm guilty of having that happen. I'm a very sensitive type man, and I get my feelings hurt easily. Sometimes people don't treat me the way that I would want to. If people mistreat me or they're dishonest, whatever else, I take it to heart, and it hurts my feelings, obviously. So I think, and knowing the with I'm gonna go into the main reason with this. Um, with the most important relationship in life, the one with the person you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life. It's important to know what you want, what's the most important things. Not to focus on the things it's important to know what you don't want. So if that person that you don't want it comes into your life, you can reject them instead of having them. You don't want to be with somebody that's the wrong person, who doesn't connect with you, or whatever. And the sad, disappointing thing about society is codependency is rampant, and people end up with people that they don't really have anything in common with. The only thing that the need is that it's a person, it's a body. It doesn't matter about their personality, whether they're wrong, and it doesn't matter how they treat them. It's better than sleeping in that bed alone by the night. And it's just sad. This is my opinion. Some people mean it said that how many people sell their soul for somebody that isn't worth their time and effort, and they'll put up with that just so that they don't have to be alone in life. And that's such That's such a disappointing existence. That's something that I lived for a little due to my own stuff, and I made a promise to myself that I can't live that way. If a person is wrong for me anyway, not that I'm looking to be overly picky, but I think you need to be picky. You need to not accept that if somebody is not what you want in your heart, you need to fight for that. There's a lot of people that are going to come that are not what you want in your heart, and you need to reject them. Like rejection is, for everybody. It's not something that feels great, but it, it I don't, for me, if somebody who is not right for me rejects me, that's awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. That's good. That means that I'm not getting drawn into somebody that I'm not interested in. We need to be rejected so we find the right person. That's what I used to take rejection so poorly, but the people that rejected me weren't right for me. That's still it was a good thing, and I don't take it to heart because the right person isn't going to reject you. That's the reality. If the right person comes into my life and I feel that within my heart, I'm not going to push them away or reject that. Um, there are some people, and that's what I'm going to talk into more. That's going to lead into my point of this video. I know, I know what I want more than anything in the world when it comes with a partner. It's something that I've always wanted, but I didn't know that I wanted it because wasn't aware of it. But as I've grown and as I've had my heart broken many, many times, the person that's broken my heart is always the same. Uh, I don't want to be with a coward in love. Uh, I want to be with somebody who's courageous, somebody who's not going to run away from love because they got hurt or they had a shitty thing. They're going to run to it because that's what they need to heal. That's where I'm at. I'm not running away from my love. I need my love. I need my love to heal from everything that I've been through in my life. I'm not looking to be healed from any other human being other than Robert. It's Robert's job to heal. It's not my exes who broke my heart, treated me badly, tormented me. That I had that asinine idea in my head. This person, she destroyed me. It's her job to fix me. It doesn't work that way. You don't want people who torment you to fix you. It's your job. It's a person's responsibility. We live too much in this victimization bullshit that if a person does you wrong, that they have to do you right. No, karma does not work that way. If you want things to go right in your life, you have to do yourself right. If you get abused and you keep going back into abusive situations, it's not the abuser's responsibility for it to fix you. It is yours. If you don't give two flying craps about yourself and all you put yourself in is abusive situations, why would anybody in their right mind, why would it be somebody's responsibility to not abuse you? You are abusing you. You're putting yourself into situations that are abusive. And you're putting the responsibility to not put in that in someone else. So you're in a cycle of abuse for the rest of your life, and I'm not going to be with somebody like that. I'm not getting stuck in somebody else's cycle of abuse. I'm not. I'm in my cycle of healing. That's what I'm in. And I am having the courage to heal. It takes a lot of courage to heal yourself. It's very painful to heal. It's very painful, but that pain will cause you to grow and you'll become stronger and you have beautiful scars. And you know, that's what if I know what I want more than anything in the world from a partner, and I will wait till the end of time until this person comes into my life. I want it such badly. I'll be as patient as humanly possible. I want someone who's courageous in love. Somebody as courageous as me. I want somebody who is scared to death to take a chance, but they see me and they're going to take that leap just as much as I will. It is terrifying to take a leap and take a chance on somebody else after you've been ripped to pieces by people who just don't value whatsoever. It's so easy to stay in that dark spot, prison, and run away from something wonderful. I am not going to run away from something wonderful. The minute I find something wonderful, I'm going to run to it. That's what I want more than anything in the world. And I'm not going to just run to it for anybody. I absolutely will not run if the person is a coward. I'm not running to a coward. You know what a coward in love is the worst type of human being that you can be with. You know what that means if you're with a coward in love? That means that you're in a caretaker role for the rest of your existence, and that coward in love is never going to be able to take care of you because they ain't going to budge from the damages. So I'm not interested in being with a coward in love. You know what? Like that's what I pay attention to now if I'm talking to. Is this person a coward in love? You know what? And it they can't people can't hide that. You can see a coward, you just see it. So when you open your mind to it, and then you open it's it doesn't matter what the person says or does, you'll be able to see it. And I know I'm not a coward in love. I have the courage. I am terrified to get hurt. I honestly am. I hate getting hurt. I've had my heart shattered more times than any human being should ever have to endure. Terrified, but you know what? The right person comes to me, I got to take a leap of faith. I'm going to take a leap of faith for that person. And you know what? I'll know in my heart and I'll feel it. And I'm excited for that. I've worked really hard. I'm moving past that. And yeah, I think, the thing is, it's fear. It's not about fear with human beings because we all fear. It's an emotion. It's terrifying. It's about having courage despite fear, which every human being is capable of, but not everybody chooses to. I was terrified as any human being in the world, but I'm I can be courageous. I can walk despite fear. I'm not going to let fear get in the way of what I want out of life. And if that starts with me, then I absolutely will. But I would, you know, I talked about indifference. Indifference and cowards in love go hand in hand. And I know that I will never, I will never, I'm going to invest more time in people who are courageous in love than I will with cowards in love. I'll be indifferent to a coward in love as much as they are to me, and then we can invest in worthwhile things. Well, I'll invest in a worthwhile thing. The coward in love ain't going to invest in anything. They're just going to stay in a damaged place for the rest of their life and hurt other people because whether you want to or not, a coward in love hurts other people, and they're two of it. And they don't take responsibility for it, and people's lives are messed up and damaged, and they have the indifference to detach them of any responsibility. So I would advise people to find out who's a coward in love and who's a courageous person in love, and then you make the choice in who you'd like to be with. I know who I'd like to be with. I know that I am a courageous person when it comes to love, and I love that about me. I found that's something that I adore about myself, and I don't think I've ever been a coward in love. Um, I've always valued the emotion of love, especially when somebody was loved me the way that in a healthy way. It's the most amazing feeling in the world. But I think you have to have the courage to love yourself first, and that's not easy. But healing isn't easy. Healing's painful, but it's worthwhile. You know, uh, So that's this video. I hope if people listen to this and they're getting damaged by a coward in love, I hope they end it and they go and invest in somebody who's much more worth of their time. Um, just there's a lot more. Sadly, there are a lot more cowards in love than there are courageous people in love. So, with that being known, take control of the situation. Be a courageous person in love because that's who you will eventually attract. As a law of attraction. So I'm a courageous person in love. That's who I deserve. That's who I want to be with. So I'll be patient, and when that person comes, I'm a very emotional person. When happiness for me is I move to tears a lot of times. When I'm the happiest I'm ever is when I move to tears. So when that person comes into my life and I'm living with that person, I'm going to be very grateful for it. I hope this helps everybody. Have a great rest of the day, guys.